Come on in.
Hi, Joe. How are you today?
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you.
How are you?
Good to see you. Again, my name is Madelyne. I'm so thankful.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You guys you've been great. So.
Yes, so thankful that you contacted me for this meeting. I am just eager to talk about how we've reached your goals over the past few months and just further progressions. I know you mentioned wanting to increase customer loyalty, get more foot traffic in your stores. So could you tell me just in person a little bit about how, since we've decreased the price of coffee, specifically in Texas, to the market price, how you've experienced sales, what your perspective on that has been?
Well, I think it's going overall pretty well. It seems like the market is responding. At least it's been not that long, just so you know. So
Right.
It's kind of hard to measure. Couple weeks, or I guess it's been 6 weeks.
Yeah.
It's hard to measure, the effectiveness of this move.
Right.
I don't think it's hurting. So
Right.
so I don't think it's hurting. But I quite just don't know right now if it's helping.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
so I'm I don't know. I really don't have an opinion. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I just want to reassure you. I've run some numbers, and this is where we were at our first conversation. We were with Texas sales below the market sale, the blue line right here. Texas is the orange, as you remember.
Yeah.
But this is what we were originally looking at. Louisiana sales were down because the stock wasn't, the inventory wasn't there. But I ran a new graph, and this is where we are currently. So as you see, Easy Stop and Save weekly volume is well above the market. We're closing that gap with the Coffee Pros weekly sales as well. So I want to reassure you that lowering the price in Texas, increasing inventory in both Texas and Louisiana has been successful.
Yeah.
Do you see?
I don't disagree. I don't think it's hurting.
Yeah.
Normally, I look at full quarters data
Right.
to make a decision if it's truly working, and early indications show me that it's not hurting my business.
Right.
Yeah. But the full 13 weeks will probably be a better measurement period.
Absolutely.
Than just so.
And I look forward to that conversation with you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too, because it just opens up a lot of other avenues how we can promote and build that foot traffic.
Absolutely. That's why we're here to talk today. You want to increase that customer loyalty, increase that foot traffic. Why should customers pick Easy Stop and Save? We want to make them want to choose you, right? So, I've been in the industry for a while, and as you expressed over your email, you really want to be creative with this, how to increase foot traffic and loyalty. Having been in the industry for a while, I've really seen success in loyalty cards. That has made customers, they see a loyalty card on the rack by the register, they are curious, they pick it up when they buy their cup of coffee, they continue on with it, and it's been successful because it's kind of motivation for customers to reach X amount of coffee purchases to continue coming back to your store.
Gotcha.
So I really want to talk to you about that opportunity today, how that could also drive loyalty. Specifically in Texas, I want to really see what you think about doing a test run in Texas, just kind of a market trial before we enter all the other markets.
One state, big impact.
One state, big impact.
Yeah, makes sense.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
Exactly. So first we're going to look at these numbers up here. I've run the numbers here. I think that if we're going to do buy 6 cups, get 1 free. That will be the promotion that we'll do. Again, we're working together. We've always worked together. When you win, we win, and we want to sell coffee ultimately. So Easy Stop and Save right now, I've shown you the numbers here. You're paying 52 cents a cup for each cup of coffee from us, and you'd be buying 7 cups, assuming that the customer uses all 7, fills out the loyalty card. We're seeing a total cost from you guys of $3.64 that you would be paying per loyalty card. But you would be making profit on 6 of those cups, meaning that you would get this $5.94 revenue number. Profiting, here you see $2.28 per card, for a completed loyalty card. This is
where's the because it looks like I'm losing the 50 cents, 52 cents, because I'm giving a free cup away, and my cost is 52 cents. And you're saying that the new profit margin is going to just go down by 2 cents. How did you guys come up with that?
We want to try this in the Texas market with you guys, and we really want to put all of our eggs in this basket. Really have very little loss for you, of cost for you. We want to we want to really make that impact and make that investment on our own, because I've seen success elsewhere with other markets, other competitors really succeeding with this, and so I'm confident it's going to work.
Well, so you guys are going to fund it, right? You're going to fund the 50 cents.
We're going to fund the 50 cents, and I'm willing to put that much money down, and really, in comparison, 2 cents on your part for a partnership relationship is nothing, you know? So, if the customer completes the 7 purchases, or the 6 purchases and the free coffee, you'd be profiting $2.28 per customer.
Gotcha.
Per card, okay? But I do want to point out that this is not common. Customers frequently lose their loyalty cards. They forget to bring them, especially to convenience stores. They're on the go, and these coffee purchase, you know, in Texas is 99 cents.
Yeah.
Relatively a low cost.
That email that I send out to all my coffee vendors, and because I want to try something different. I want to try something creative. I want to differentiate myself from my competition, because I think that's what the game is all about: differentiation.
Absolutely.
And so, your competitor, your coffee competitor, came to me with a very similar proposal. It's almost identical. So, why should I pick your company for my loyalty, for next quarter's loyalty program, versus your competitor?
Yeah.
I can only run one at a time,
Right. So, right. I'm understanding the dilemma that you're facing. I want you to know that I know the exact competitor you're talking about.
Yeah, there's the big one,
yeah,
the other one.
Yeah. We have been in business 3 decades longer than they have. Yes, they've done similar promotions elsewhere, but their coffee prices in Texas are still above market price at $1.09. So they're going to have a hard time succeeding in your stores.
I made all my coffee prices in Texas the same. So,
you did
so I'm really looking at that.
They're really similar.
They're very similar,
Absolutely, I didn't know that.
And then, so it's just really, they literally had a very similar meeting just a few hours ago.
Absolutely.
And it was pretty much identical program.
I want you to just be confident in the fact that our customers are brand loyal. Coffee Crazy's been around for 3 decades longer than that company. People walk in the store, they see our marketing, and they instantly go over to our luxury product. I've seen this time and time again in other markets with other convenience store retailers, and they have had extreme success. And this is why I'm confident that this would be successful in your stores. I also want you to know that this is a trial run for your other markets, like I mentioned, and this would be a 1-month trial run. We'll see how it goes. Although I am confident that it will succeed, I just want to give you a glimpse of that success.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And so based on just the premium company that you guys are, you feel that your loyalty program is better.
Oh, I'm confident.
Did you consider any other options? Do you have any other?
I have, but after talking, Marie, the former account holder, after talking to her and talking to execs within our business, this is the one we really push because it's proven itself. And I want to continue on with this conversation, because although these numbers are for the 7 cups of coffee, this is not normal. Normally, like I said, customers lose their loyalty card. They forget to bring it. It's not on their radar.
So if they're losing it, how would they be loyal? I mean,
right. So they're going to be loyal, and on average, they're loyal for 5 purchases. They're still going to be coming to your store, but the loyalty card is often forgotten. So with these numbers, you're going to see, you're still paying 52 cents a cup. Times 5 cups, you're going to be paying this $260 cost up front for your coffee, and then you're going to be profiting off of 5 cups, which is a total of $4.95 revenue, with a profit of $2.35, which is greater than this number up here. That if they even complete the loyalty card, you're still going to be profiting more. This is not to say you're going to lose customers. Merely, statistically speaking, they forget their loyalty cards. They still are customers. Your sales are still increasing, but you're not having to give away this free cup of coffee because they lose their card.
And I still get the 50 cents?
It's not even in the question, because you don't make it this far with the loyalty card. They'll get a new loyalty card. They typically will buy 5 cups.
Only if we get that 7th cup, then that's when you pay me 50 cents.
Exactly.
So, I mean, if you guys feel that this program is so successful, why don't you just fund the entire cost? I mean, if it's 52 cents is the cost of the product, and a cup costs me about 8 cents. I get some scalability. We got 300 stores, so I got a really good deal from that cup vendor.
Right.
Your competitors funding 50 cents. Why don't you do 60 cents? I know that your predecessor said that you have national programs that all have to be the same, but if you really stand behind this loyalty program, just fund the whole thing.
After running the numbers, we found that this number for you is the most successful. Customers will often, they will not return.
But it's like they're still getting the free cup, right? So
right.
I'm just talking about the
from
funding.
Your end,
I'm just talking about you guys funding the program.
Right. So I'm so confident in this, and I would love to get you in touch with actually my boss, who can explain more about the numbers. Mm-hmm. He's worked in the Texas market before in other areas of the state. He's worked in Louisiana as well, and he would be more than happy to show you those explicit numbers. I haven't had time to run through those, or I've seen the success in the business before and in the industry, but not specifically with your stores in this area. So I would love to have him reach out to you to talk about that if you have any further questions. But like I said, my conversation with him, my conversation with Marie and the other executives, and my own experience with the industry with loyalty sales is phenomenal. Yeah. And there's no doubt in my mind that this would meet your goals of increasing foot traffic and customer loyalty.
Yeah, what I'm just trying to, I guess, get at is I have a choice. Mm-hmm. I have 2 loyalty programs.
You do.
One is from you guys, and then one is from your competitor. The funding is the same. The profitability is the same. And, I'm just trying to weigh in my decision here, and I got a quarter. I like to run my loyalty at a quarter at a time. If I'm going to do a loyalty, I think that you want that repeat foot traffic. So I just want to do it for a quarter to see what. So
you know what I've done that has set me apart from the competitors. I don't know how much you realize this, but I've been to your stores before. Mm-hmm. I go to your stores as much as I can.
Mm-hmm. They're really good stores, aren't they?
And they are great stores, very well kept. Marketing is, always up to par, and I've always been impressed by your stores. But I make a point to go and see how the coffee craze displays are. I go and see how neat the counters are, and if the coffee pots are full, and making sure that the inventory's up. That you're supplying the customers with the coffee that they want. Mm-hmm. And I know that sets Coffee Craze apart from everyone else, is that we want to know you, we want to know your stores, we want to know how you're performing by actually going to see the stores.
Gotcha. So you have a full-on support mechanism to ensure that we have the right marketing, the right connection with those premium customers.
Absolutely.
That we're trying to get into our doors.
Absolutely. So I want to continue visiting your stores. I want to continue running these numbers and seeing how the loyalty program will affect sales and customer loyalty.
Yeah, because one of the things that I just have a last question is, you mentioned that some of the customers will lose that loyalty card.
Right.
And your competitor didn't say that. They kind of pitched it from they'll always want to come back to your store to get that free cup. And so I don't know what is right. I don't want them to lose the card. I want them to actually keep the card. Mm-hmm. So they come back to my store, and I give them a free cup. And maybe I'm investing 2 cents on the value of the product plus 8 cents a cup, but they'll spend that $5.50 something in my store to buy other stuff, right? And so why do you feel that they're going to be losing it? Because then it just almost like defeats the purpose.
So, have you ever used loyalty cards before? For other purposes?
I do. I have. I'm very loyal to Starbucks. I get my little stars or whatever it's called, and I get free drinks. And then occasionally I think they give you free, syrup or something like that.
Right.
I'm not really familiar with the deal. I use it. I use it. Frequent flyer, all that stuff.
Right. Yeah. Right. So those that you're mentioning are all digital. Mm-hmm. Our punch card would be a literal punch card. So these cards for a convenience store for a 99-cent cup of coffee, that's a really low investment for people to purchase a cup of coffee, as opposed to frequent flyer miles or something of more value. So naturally, statistically, it's been proven that people lose these cards or they forget to bring them in. Maybe they leave them in their console of their car. And honestly, I just want to be honest with you and upfront that this does not decrease customer loyalty at all. This increases customer loyalty. Customers know they have the loyalty card. They know that they love your coffee. They love Coffee Chris Coffee. They love Easy Stop and Save. So they're going to return to your store, but naturally, they forget the card.
So probably long term, if I want a true loyalty program, I would have to go digital. In long term, not today.
Yeah, we would look into that.
Because I really would rather give away that free cup and get that repeat customer and give him something for free, even though I'm losing 2 cents and of I guess the coffee cost plus 8 cents a cup.
Absolutely.
Ultimately, I think I'd rather do that.
And that, also to mention, customers who forget the card in their car or forget to bring the card, back to purchase, they will see the rack of cards still at the register and naturally will pick one up and remember, oh my goodness, I need to get a new one. They will see the loyalty card and they will think, I need to continue coming here because I love the display, I love that it's clean, because that's what we're working on.
And so you're saying that basically, so technically if that customer forgets their card or loses their card or they leave it in their pants and wash their pants and they get deteriorated, they can always just get a new card.
They can get a new card, no
Gotcha.
problem. So,
and would you, since it's your funding, if, for example, if a customer comes in with 7 cards and they all have one punch, or 6 cards, because they'll keep forgetting and then finally remember.
They have all of them.
Yeah, what's your recommendation on that?
Well, that's a very rare situation.
That could happen.
It could happen. It very well could happen. I would recommend that you be loyal to your customers and just, really reflect your appreciation for their loyalty and honor that.
Gotcha.
But that's up to your cashier, but.
Yeah. And there's no other options because, ultimately, I like to, when your competitor comes in and says, hey, I want to fund a loyalty program in your stores, and they're offering very similar funding, and they're investing in my stores, and so are you.
Right.
And I told you I don't want to confuse my customers and have, hey, this card for this coffee and this card for that coffee. You don't have any other options, maybe a different program that I could run.
This is the one that's proven itself in our other markets with our executives. This is the one that really would bring you the most loyalty, drive the most traffic, and also increase your sales. And I'm confident it will work. Again, this is just a 1-month trial run in your Texas locations only. So if this proves itself successful, as I'm confident it will, we could explore entering into other markets, other states that you have, and also extending this promotion to make customers return. Is this something that you'd be interested in starting today, do you think, or?
Well, I'm interested. I'm interested in a loyalty program.
Okay.
Still haven't made a decision. Okay. If I do, you or the competitor, I think that you bring up some good facts. You do have a very good presentation of my stores, and we're trying to continually upgrade our image and be more premium because those premium customers do spend more money.
Absolutely.
So I'm leaning towards you guys. I'd be honest.
Okay. Is this something you'd like to enact today? We can just agree on this. I can go home and run these numbers, print the loyalty cards, get those sent to your stores.
You guys been in our stores for a long time. Sure, I think I can do this, especially that my investment is only 2 cents. I don't need to get my CFO's approval on 2 cents. I mean, that's I think he would throw me out of his office and say, hey, I want to invest 2 cents in a store.
Absolutely. If I could just get your signature. I
don't sign anything.
You don't sign anything?
Yeah. So, why don't you do one thing for me? Put the entire agreement in a nice little packet and send it to our law department. Okay. And I'll let them know that I'm agreeing to the terms, but I want them to read the fine print. Okay. It's just that's our policy.
I would love to follow up with you.
Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna do it. Just send that stuff to the lawyers. Okay. And let them figure it out if it's all, if all the fine print is correct. Because I don't want to get caught into whoa.
Absolutely.
subparagraph 7-6
Right.
says XYZ, so we're not paying you.
Absolutely.
So
I would love. Could I call you on Monday morning and we
Sure,
can? I'll email you
sure.
all this data. I'll see
Yeah,
that
well,
to the law.
give the lawyers about 48 hours to review this stuff,
Okay.
you know? They have all this
Absolutely.
case law stuff, and I just let them do whatever they do.
Absolutely.
And they'll let me know if it's a clean agreement.
Awesome.
Okay.
I know you're running out of time. You've got a busy day, but I really appreciate meeting with you and just the time that you gave to me.
Okay,
So,
gotcha. All
thank
right,
you
take
so
care.
much, Joe.
Okay.
Have a good afternoon.
Bye-bye.